Shandor, McCarthy and Keoghan, I understand you're sharing time. Is it 5 and 5?
Yeah.
Is that
9
agreed?
and 1. 5 and 5.
5 and 5.
Thank you, Lester Hillock, and thank you, Minister, for being here. So, I'm a new senator here, but I'm certainly not new to business, and I employ just over 40 people across the transport, the hospitality and the service industries. And I know when we're talking about competitiveness, it's certainly, I have felt the weight, but I've also felt the potential of running companies in Ireland. We hear a lot about Ireland being a hub for foreign internationals, and we're always talking about foreign direct investment, and that's so important to Ireland, and it has transformed our country. And we're talking about the Apple millions and things like that. But I will say, are we doing enough for Irish businesses, SMEs, that are born here, that stayed here, and that are investing their profits here? I believe strongly SMEs are the backbone of the Irish economy, employing over 1 million people, and yet few of them get a chance. And I know this personally, few of them get a chance to scale beyond local or regional success. And I feel it's because the playing field isn't level, because we haven't put in place the right supports, the right scaffolding, grants, investment pathways for the small Irish business to grow global. We've done a fantastic job when it comes to larger multinationals. In the transport sector, I've just literally had a meeting, and we had them in the gallery just a while ago, the Euromover Group, who are having a conference in Dublin this weekend. And I've also just returned from the FIDI, the BAR and the IAM conferences, and all of them are in the transport sector. And without exception, they're saying insurance premiums, rising fuel costs, outdated grant systems, and difficulties in trying to find operators for the business. That's creating serious obstacles. I know in my own hospitality, and I have a restaurant in Naas, we're battling soaring insurance claims again, energy prices, and really chronic staff shortages. So even in that, there's little strategic supports. There was wonderful supports during COVID. There's wonderful supports for startups, but SMEs that are consistently operating, there's not the same supports. And then finally, in my service business, our people are working tremendously hard, but they're competing in a sort of an outdated industry where increasingly the digital global economy is where it's all about, and they don't have the digital tools or training to do so. So, Minister, I would say the SMEs, they're the real economy, and if you want real competitiveness in this area, we need to make sure that we have real support. So I would complement Enterprise Ireland, for example, with the Competitive Startup Fund, but I think that needs to be increased, especially regarding small and medium enterprises, and even the innovation vouchers that are given to tech startups. I believe they could be given to SMEs, and then finally simplify the grant access for small and medium enterprises, which can take nearly one person's job to a dedicated job in order to fill out all the forms. So I think we need targeted grants, not just for businesses that are starting off or first-time exporters, but for businesses who have proven their time, they've kept their employees in jobs, and they just need help in crossing a few borders. So let's cut the red tape when it comes to SMEs. As I mentioned, Enterprise Ireland and the Department of Enterprise, they do a fantastic job with trade missions, but I think they need to include ordinary businesses, SMEs, not just the tech giants. And it was mentioned here recently about exporting to markets such as Taiwan with Irish whiskey. I think we need to build bridges to Asia, to the Gulf, to Africa, and not just rely on the likes of the US, which this week threatened the 50% tariffs. Because I think the next set of tariff threats could knock us off the perch and really affect agri-food and pharma exports. So while I welcome multinationals, I don't welcome our reliance on them. And I know in the likes of Selbridge or Leixlip, if Intel, for example, was to leave tomorrow, it's the local businesses in the local community that'll keep the economy going there. So, Minister, our future competitiveness will not be found solely on multinational, but it'll be the local delivery driver, it'll be the local cafe owner, the removals firm, and basically someone that's trying to build something that's lasting. So let's help them, let's fund them, and let's believe in them. And if we want resilience and competitiveness, we must empower our homegrown SME businesses with capital, capacity and confidence. Thank you, Lasky.